Fear of rejection keeps so many of us from asking for opportunities, taking those risks, or putting ourselves out there. But what if hearing no didn't have to feel like failure? This morning, I'm joined by licensed professional counselor Emily Faith to tell us so much more about rejection therapy and exactly what that is. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Erin.
So glad to have you here. Okay, this is interesting. Tell me what exactly rejection therapy is and why is it having such a moment, do you think, right now?
Yeah, rejection therapy is kind of just exactly what it sounds like, is putting yourself out there, putting yourself in opportunities and situations where you might get a no or you might get rejected. The point, though, is, and the goal is not to get the yes or the no, it's really to build that emotional resilience, that strength, just to ask the question in the first place.
That way you have all of the internal things that you need, so when you do get the no, you feel like, okay, it's fine.
It's fine. It's not an emergency.
I don't care. I'm not worried about it.
I just had to ask. Yeah, actually.
I just had to ask. I like that. Now, you've publicly committed to a new challenge to help people overcome rejection. Tell us a little bit about that and what inspired you to want to get others on this train as well.
Yeah, so in 2026, I'm trying to get rejected 3 times a week, and I'm doing it publicly on social media.
Really?
And I was inspired by a few people. I'm always online. And there was one week that my algorithm was just pushing this out to me. Salespeople getting rejected, Vogue articles. There's this creator getting 1,000 rejections, and I was inspired because I know 1,000.
Wow.
You should check her out. You should check her out. I was inspired because I'm a therapist, and so much of my work is trying to get people to ask for the things that they want, live the life they want to live. And I realized I might not have been practicing what I was preaching. And so I'm doing this challenge as a way to lead by example.
But you know what? This is a great way to also get involved with you. I mean, I want to check out some of the videos too, because it makes it, it's scary, right? Especially to start. So watching someone else do it and saying, okay, 3 times a week sounds like a lot, but I'll try maybe 1 time this week, you know, and then progress from there. Now, how do you know you're at the point where rejection is starting to ruin your life, or even run your life? You know what I mean? Where you are just constantly worried about what is going to happen instead of just living.
I think you can start noticing these things if you feel like you're not asking for what you want. You're noticing, I'm not satisfied in my life, or you're apologizing maybe before you make the ask. I'm guilty of that. So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for asking, but I want to, can you maybe, like this really passive language. And so really trying to find a little bit more strength. That over-explaining, avoiding asking for what you want. And then I do this too, trying to make people feel more comfortable than I feel. I don't want to inconvenience you by asking this question. Or you notice that you're just putting things off. You're not asking for the things that you want to when you want to. You're going home, you're ruminating, you're thinking about it, and you're delaying opportunities for yourself.
And at that point, you're making yourself uncomfortable.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Look, we're hitting the nail on the head.
You're uncomfortable either way, so why not be uncomfortable and take the risk of maybe getting what you want?
And you might get the yes. And look, and then you'll be comfortable for real.
That's right. That is right.
For someone who's watching and thinking, okay, is there a way I can incorporate this in small ways first? Low stakes. Let's talk that. What are some tips there?
I would start small. Hey, go to your office and ask for that big fat raise, but start small. Start with asking somebody to lunch, maybe a new friend, and then really separating yourself from the outcome. Your self-worth isn't based in the yes or the no, it's just in the ask. A big tip that I have is, as someone who's doing it, is regulating your body before acting emotionally. So go on a walk, drink water, talk to someone you love, lower your stress before you make that ask that might make you feel a little anxious anyway.
I like that though. That's a very good tip because we do get antsy, shaky, our hands get clammy when we're about to ask for something, you know?
That's right. Take care of yourself first, and then, you feel a little bit more confident in going into the ask.
Exactly. Okay, very good. Now, this is a year-long challenge. You're going to be doing this 3 times a week, all year long. Ooh, girl, it's January.
I know,
I'm going to keep up with you so I can see. Tell me how people can get involved as well, but also what's the biggest lesson and takeaway you want people to have?
Yeah, it's January and I've already learned so much. I thought I would be learning these lessons in June, but every single time I make an ask, it does get easier. I notice that separation of this isn't about me. I can be comfortable asking for what I want because most of the time I've gotten it so far, or I've learned a lot about myself along the way. So for anybody who wants to join in and do this experiment with me, I say jump in, do it, try it. You're going to surprise yourself.
I was about to say, we'll probably get more yeses than we think.
We do get more yeses.
I'm going to have to try this. I got to think of some things to be rejected for
this
week. Tell me, if people want to learn where you are, learn more tips from you, where can they find you?
Always online at Emily P. Faith or on my website, emilypfaithpresents.com.
Very good. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Erin.